NCIS has built its reputation on high-stakes investigations, unexpected betrayals, and emotional character arcs. But according to series star Wilmer Valderrama, the long-running procedural may be heading toward one of its most dramatic turning points yet. In a recent tease about the current season, Valderrama hinted that fans should brace themselves for major shakeups that could permanently alter the team dynamic. For viewers who have followed the show for years, that warning carries weight. After more than 2 decades on television, NCIS rarely throws out comments like, "a moment of no return," unless something truly game-changing is on the horizon. And if Valderrama's words are any indication, the calm before the storm may already be over. Valderrama, who plays Special Agent Nick Torres, has become one of the core pillars of the team in recent seasons. Introduced in Season 14, Torres evolved from a mysterious undercover operative into a deeply layered character, someone balancing loyalty, trauma, and a constant struggle to trust others. During a recent interview discussing the current storyline, Valderrama dropped a cryptic hint about what's ahead. According to the actor, the second half of the season will push the characters into situations they cannot walk back from. "It's a moment of no return," he explained. "There are things that happen that fundamentally change how these characters see each other, and how they see themselves." For longtime fans of NCIS, that phrase alone is enough to spark speculation. Throughout the show's history, moments like those have often led to shocking exits, career-altering decisions, or life-threatening missions. In the current season of NCIS, the team has already faced a string of complex cases that blur the line between professional duty and personal loyalty. Special Agent Torres, in particular, has been navigating a difficult emotional landscape. His past undercover work continues to haunt him, and recent storylines have hinted that old enemies and unfinished business could soon resurface. Valderrama suggested that these unresolved threads will collide in explosive ways. "There's a convergence of storylines," he said. "Things that have been quietly building for a while start coming together, and once that happens, there's no going back." For a show that thrives on suspense, that kind of narrative collision could reshape the entire team. Another reason fans are paying attention to Valderrama's comments is the current chemistry within the NCIS squad. The modern lineup, led by Special Agent Alden Parker, has gradually found its rhythm after the departure of legendary characters over the years. The balance between fieldwork, humor, and emotional storytelling has kept the show feeling fresh even after hundreds of episodes. But major shakeups could threaten that stability. Historically, NCIS has not been afraid to push its characters to the breaking point. Some of the most memorable storylines involve betrayals within the agency, undercover operations gone wrong, and devastating losses. Valderrama hinted that the upcoming developments will test the team's loyalty to each other like never before. "These agents trust each other with their lives," he said. But what happens when that trust is put under a microscope? For Torres himself, the coming episodes may represent his biggest turning point since joining the agency. Valderrama has long advocated for exploring the emotional layers of his character, especially the scars left by years spent undercover. That background often forces Torres to operate in moral gray areas, where decisions are rarely simple. According to the actor, the upcoming storyline will force Torres to confront exactly who he is. "There's a question of identity," Valderrama explained. "When you've lived different lives for so long, who are you really when everything is stripped away?" That internal conflict may push Torres into dangerous territory. And if the storyline unfolds the way the actor hints, it could permanently reshape his role within NCIS. Long-running television series often reach a point where the writers must take bold creative risks to keep the narrative evolving. For NCIS, which first premiered in 2003, that challenge has been ongoing. But the show has proven remarkably resilient. Part of that success comes from its willingness to reinvent itself, bringing in new characters, exploring deeper emotional arcs, and occasionally delivering shocking twists that remind viewers the stakes are real. Valderrama believes the current season embodies that philosophy. "We're not playing it safe," he said. "The writers are really leaning into the idea that these characters have been through a lot, and eventually, that catches up with you. For the audience, that means the storylines ahead could carry long-lasting consequences. Whenever talk of major shakeups surfaces in the NCIS universe, fans immediately wonder whether a character departure is looming. Over the years, the series has seen several beloved agents come and go. Sometimes those exits were heroic sacrifices. Other times they were emotional goodbyes as characters chose new paths. Valderrama did not confirm whether any departures are coming this season, but his description of the upcoming storyline, a moment of no return, strongly suggests that the events ahead will leave lasting marks on the team. And for a show that has built its legacy on unpredictable twists, nothing is off the table. What makes Valderrama's tease particularly intriguing is the timing. As NCIS continues its impressive run on television, the series has reached a stage where every season must find new ways to raise the stakes. Moments that redefine relationships or force characters to make irreversible choices are exactly the kind of storytelling that keeps viewers invested. If the upcoming episodes deliver on the promise of major shakeups, the second half of the season could become one of the most talked about arcs in recent NCIS history. For now, fans of NCIS can only speculate about what lies ahead. Will Torres face a moral crossroads that changes him forever? Could a trusted ally betray the team? Or will the shakeups involve a mission so dangerous that not everyone makes it back? Valderrama isn't revealing the answers just yet, but his message to viewers is clear. Buckle up, because when NCIS reaches that moment of no return, the ripple effects may change the team and the series forever.